Hi, my name is Cheryl Spengler, and today I want to walk through a project that I proposed on the Cardano Project Catalyst and walk you through it. It launches on September 30th. It is an NFT, mission-based NFT project that is really, it's more than that, but I want to walk through and get your feedback. I don't take anything personally. If you think it sucks, if you think it needs work, if you think it needs changes, if you're like, no one's going to do this, I would love some feedback. Okay, so let me do share screen and I will show you some inside behind the scenes on the website I'm finishing that launches soon. So let's just see here. Okay, so first I want to go to, hold on a second. I want to go to inside Project Catalyst. So if you've never heard of Project Catalyst, it is a way for anyone to basically propose a project to be funded on Cardano, and the Cardano community actually does the voting. Now, it just so happens that today is what, September 10th, and we have between now and next Thursday, the voting takes place. So I have detached myself from the idea of getting the funding simply because of what I'm about to tell you. When I first started this project, I wanted to create an NFT, 10,000 unique NFTs. I had really big dreams of creating this elaborate website which would sell NFTs on Cardano with a click of a button, and each one would be 10,000 characters. And the storyline behind it was that the world has incurred an EMP blackout, and it's been 1 year since it happened. And those that are alive are having to ride around on these EMP-proof electric bikes. They find each other, and we save the world, and we rebuild the world. And I don't know, this all started with my son, who literally was probably was born on a bike. And so this is the storyline. 1 year after a worldwide blackout, the people that are left come together, and these bikers who are riding these EMP-proof electric bikes work together to rebuild the world underground. Because if you know anything about if a real EMP hits the world, there's only really two, ideally, if we were literally, now yeah, you're getting into my crazy, right? I had to do some research, right? If it were to happen and we were without power for 1 year, we either need to go up in space or we got to build underground, which is why everyone's installing all these bunkers in hopes that they'll be able to live for 1 year with food, water, and all that stuff. Anyway, so this is the storyline behind what are the characters. And this, by the way, is, I'm kind of getting off track, but this is just like a little tiny view of some of the characters. And if you're wondering what is the thing that the one main character, the only character that is carrying an object like this is this guy right here. This is the back end. I built this site in ClickFunnels. If you're wondering, I'm going to give you, this is not launched yet. It's not available. When you go to WheelzUPNFT.com, this is what you will see. And I have some changes to do on this, but this is what you see right now. But what I'm working on is in the next week, 2 days actually, finishing this site up and going ahead and making this live. And then you can still get notified here if, when the launch is. So basically, there are now 100 characters, because the initial idea was that you buy an NFT and you immediately get emailed or notified, or you get emailed along with your NFT, drops in your wallet, and you get emailed a mission. This is a mission that you personally have to, in the real world, go carry out. And once you carry that out, you were to come back and prove it in some method that can be tracked on the blockchain. And then at that point, you received a 100, or maybe at the time I was thinking 1,000 community tokens. This is a new community token that I've already minted on Cardano blockchain. And this idea was good, except that when I submitted it back here inside the Catalyst proposal area, what I have now is so totally different. I've revised the heck out of it. And And one of the reasons is because we couldn't figure out how to verify that someone from India, someone from Russia, someone from the US, someone from California, someone from Florida, whoever it is that's buying these NFTs, that they actually physically went out and performed their random act of kindness mission. Because the ultimate idea is to rebuild society together. Now, I'm keeping with the same idea, but what happened through the process is, let me just tell you what the project is now, okay? Oh, well, let me just first tell you. The character in the middle is actually a character mimicked after my son, who basically rides. This is the initial photo that thought of this entire project. I was out doing a little photo shoot of him and doing wheelies. And here I have a video. I'm in creator mode, so you can't see the video right now. And I was like, we should create a bunch of NFTs of this, but various wheelies, like you doing wheelies in all places and all scenery and all this stuff. And then I was like, that just evolved, right? Basically because of his disinterest, because he's in school and has a full-time job and all this stuff. And it turned out to be that I was like, came up with a story in my head of worldwide blackout, 1 year later, rebuild society, 10,000 characters, but the main character is holding none other than a solar blanket. And if you don't know what that is, go Google solar blanket. It is a solar blanket is used to power the generator and devices. If we were to have a blackout, you better have some solar blankets. So that's that. And I actually did a contest on Upwork to find, I actually paid 10 artists to create one character, this one character. And of those, I chose this guy who's absolutely amazing. And since then, we have continued to create character after character after character. And I will give you a little, let me just see if I can give you just a little insight into some of the characters. Let's see. Okay, they're called NFT riders. Now, this is like just a quick peek. No one other than this video gets to see these, but these are some of the characters. You're going to see them with the background and then transparent. I still have some editing to do because they're going to have something special on them. But you can see some of the characters and, oh, who do you see? Yep, we did. None other than Charles Hoskinson has his own character. He is, of course, the man leading social good worldwide. So he gets a character, but actually created him twice. I made a special one for him. So anyway, so that's that. But the thing is, all of these NFTs are going to be able to be purchased on the WheelzUpNFT.com site, which is this site. Again, currently, when you go to the site, you have just the opportunity to sign up and choose where you heard about it. But down here, I'm working on the inspiration for the entire project, why we did the characters the way we did. This project is the first to launch on the real end goal project. The real end goal is to launch a website called socialgiving.io, where projects are endorsed and launched. And socialgiving.io is all about helping business owners and entrepreneurs launch NFTs with a mission-based NFTs to raise money for a particular social issue that they endorse, that they're for, that they stamp their company on. And so I'm gonna finish up here with the elements of this NFT collection, which there is 100 of. First you buy an NFT, then you get airdropped 100 ESC community tokens. ESC stands for Enhancing Social Connectedness. And then you vote as a community of NFT holders the mission that the company that owns the collection of NFTs needs and has to do. So you get to vote on the mission that gets carried out by the company who presented these NFTs for you to buy. Now, it might not be a company, could be just an entrepreneur, could be just like a one-man show, one-woman show, could be anyone says, I want to put a set of 10 NFTs out to the world, and they are going to all encompass what social good issue, what issue in the world that you are taking social responsibility for are are NFTs representing. That is your mission-based NFT. And when they're sold, the last one is sold, your community will have a vote about what you, as the founder creator of the NFT collection, needs to carry out. And that's what it turned into. That's what it's going to be right now. Drop a comment if you like the idea, mission-based NFTs, if you have a better idea. So I have to finish this still. Uniqueness, what makes each WheelzUP NFT unique? We carefully thought out each one. That's why we narrowed it from 10,000 to 100. They are hand-drawn, then they're colored in, and each were given a complete unique thing, whether it's on them, they're holding it, the way they look, something on their head. Each one will have a unique characteristic and property. And I'm going to make sure that we detail that out here. What is the blockchain that they are going to reside on? What is the blockchain to track the sale of these NFTs? It is Cardano, of course. And if you hear me talking a lot about Cardano, no, I do not work for them. But guys, you will get a laugh out of this. Have you ever, you probably haven't, but have you ever experienced or heard of an experience where a girl sees a guy and she's like, I am going to marry that guy, and starts and begins the stalking process? This is what happened when I got into cryptocurrency and I started taking care to watch these videos and figure out about different blockchains and, you know, what is there in the world other than Bitcoin. And I came upon videos of Cardano, Charles talking about Cardano and the future of it and what their ultimate goal is, and to make the world a better place. And it's not just that, to the Africa adventure, and to every single thing is top down good. Exactly what this project ultimately is about, which is social good. And so of course I'm going to do it on Cardano. So the minute I started watching these videos, it was just like, I am going to work for this company, but I don't, but I am, because I'm enhancing the user base. And so anyway, WheelzUP NFTs launch on they launch on September 30th on this site, wheelzupnft.com. And they are going to be purchased directly from the Cardano blockchain. And I will make sure that it is as easy as clicking a button. It will not be difficult. I will make it easy. If right now you're trying to go out and buy NFTs and you're trying to figure out the whole wallet situation, I'm going to try to make that super, super easy by using my own skills of a website, connections, automation, and that's kind of what I do for my real job, right? Marketing, automation, automating things on the internet to work with a one click of a button. So the blockchain is Cardano. And then here we're going to actually detail the features, which I might somehow do uniqueness and features. Anyway, we're going to do the roadmap. After they launch on the 30th, we're going to go to the, we're basically, our goal is to sell all 100 really fast, which I believe will happen probably within the day, possibly within the week, the first week. And once they're sold, the community begins voting on the mission that we at the WheelzUP team will carry out. And then you also, in the meantime, don't forget, when you purchase an NFT, you get airdropped 100 EST tokens. So I know you're saying, well, what's that? I'm going to show you in 2 seconds. And then this is the team. This is just how it looks. You can see that this is kind of how I'm going to do each of the NFTs on the site. Let me just do a quick save and I'll show you what this does. But once this goes live, let me do a quick preview. Once this goes live here in a few days, you're going to be able to scroll down. You're going to be able to watch this video. Let's see. And when it comes to the team, it just looks like this. And this is kind of how each of the NFTs is going to look. There's going to be a cover. Each one is going to have a number, and then you're going to click over it. But in the case of the NFT, it's going to be kind of like a cover. And then once you click over it, you'll see the actual NFT. In this case, you see the NFT that represents the person. I do have a little dog like that. And anyway, so these are advisors. And so let's just go back to this 1 second. So I'm still working on this and how it works. And we're going to be on rarity.tools. Our gallery is, I don't have everything up on the gallery. And then I have an FAQ for all the questions that anyone possibly could want, because I'm really, really all about educating people. I don't want people coming to the site and being like, 1, how do I buy? 2, why would I want to buy it? 3, what happens after I buy it? You know, and every single question in between. Okay, so that's it. So good, bad, or ugly. I wish to see lots of comments about what you think if you did happen to sit through this video. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. I'll be posting more videos about how to do things.
The sun is shining, I knew it would. The world's a playground, I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about.